Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Andrews Gymnasium at DuQuoin High School, where the Carterville Lions are preparing for their first river-to-river conference game for 2018 Scott Hudson. And one thing you know about this matchup between DuQuoin and Carterville, it's always probably one of the most physical games that Carterville plays all season long. Just a lot of fouls called, a lot of free throws. That's the history of this rivalry.
And we shouldn't expect anything less here tonight. You got a DuQuoin team coming in here at 2-2. Carterville's lost 2 in a row, or excuse me, 3 in a row now. So they're looking to break that losing streak after what really is a forgettable game last Friday night Saturday night, at West Frankfort. So both these teams looking to get back on track, and I think both these teams look at this game, which is the first conference game for both teams, as a very winnable game.
I would totally agree. DuQuoin comes into this game 2-2 on the season. Of course, they started off with the DuQuoin Tip-Off Classic. The first game of the season, they had a 60-52 win over Gallatin County. They came back 2 nights later and got beat by Massac 77-68. Then back on November 30th, they played Carmi-White County, got the win, 5-point win, 55-50, and followed that up with a loss to Cairo, 56-49. So the same thing that I said to Coach Shane Hawkins moments ago was, what team's going to show up tonight?
Yeah, both teams are expecting more out of their players. You look at DuQuoin, and their 2 big guys, Brandon Purcell, the 6'4 junior, and of course Josh Heap, the 6'3 senior, who's also their quarterback on the football team. They're very good athletes, very good basketball players. And you look at the Carterville side, I keep waiting for, and by no fault of his own, I look for Eli Downing to have a breakout game, to be a guy that just takes over on the inside. The 6'4 sophomore has all the tools to be a guy that can do that. But Carterville's had trouble handling the basketball. Therefore, the 6'4 Downing's had to go out and play the perimeter to help bring the ball up the floor.
And on the other side of that, Scott, in the very first game of the season, you had Austin Garby that popped 20 points. Thought, man, what a great indicator this could be. But he's been pretty quiet in the game since. And if Garby were to have a big game, if Eli were to have a big game, I think that's a completely different Carterville team.
No question, because you've got Garby, who's very strong underneath. You got Downing, who's very athletic for a sophomore. He's got the soft touch. He's got good moves in and around the paint. Those two have to work together. But again, it all starts on the perimeter. The guards have to be able to handle the basketball, not turn it over, and get the ball to Downing and/or Garby when they're open.
And again, you talk about turnovers. 19 turnovers a game are what the Lions are averaging this season. That's about, I would be happy if they were in the 15 per game. I don't think I would be too terribly upset with that, but they have to hang on to the ball. Go ahead.
Well, you can't go from, you're not going to go from 19 a game to probably 8 a game just like that. But as you said, you've got to start cutting that number down. If you could be somewhere in the 12 to 13, 14 range, you're probably going to give yourself a chance to win. And that's just one of the things, along with no consistent outside shooting, that has plagued the Lions at this point.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. The Bank of Carbondale, they're proud to be a locally owned and operated community bank. You can stop by and visit their friendly and professional staff they have there at the Carterville Banking Center, right there at 200 West Plaza Drive in Carterville. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Moments ago, I had a chance to sit down with Coach Shane Hawkins in the locker room and chat about tonight's game. We'll hear that coming up next. This is your Boroviacs IGA pregame show as the Lions prepare to take on the DuQuoin Indians in the first conference game for 2018. It's Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. go to a second break after this. Back at Anders Gymnasium on a Friday plus. Good ball game. Aggressive on both ends. Took the ball to the hole, played good defense. We haven't seen that team really since.
No, we haven't. It's been inconsistent. As I said earlier, Carterville's on a 3-game losing streak. Just a bad game last Saturday night at West Frankfort. Frankfurt's a good squad, but I think Coach Hawkins would agree that his team, Anderson instead of Stritzel, not only guarding the perimeter is one reason why Coach Hawkins wanted to go that, but I think that gives Carterville an extra ball handler on the outside.
Is going to be at home for the first time on Friday night when they take on Anna Jonesboro.
And AJ's going through some problems right now. Trico, a smaller school, as we've talked about, DuQuoin only 2-2. So this might be the start of maybe a winning streak for the Lions.
You just have to, it's like I said to Coach a while ago, you kind of wipe the slate clean with the games we've had so far, with the conference games starting tonight, kind of get
first part of the next week. So, your seating is dependent.
And let's go with the sophomore Bryce Anderson at the point. I like that move by Hawk. Bryce is a good ball handler. Maybe
wants to give it a shot. And the other thing about Anderson, not only can he handle the ball, he's not afraid to shoot the three as well. And I know Carterville hasn't shot the ball well from the perimeter, but the thing is, you can't be afraid to shoot the ball if you're Carterville and you've got an open shot. You can't be afraid. You still have to shoot the ball. You got to take those shots. Eventually, hopefully they'll start going in. And Anderson's got a lot of energy. He's not real big, but he's quick, can handle the ball, and maybe that's the spark that Carterville needs.
I guess the one thing we can say about this Lions team is despite the 2-4 record, they haven't quit. They play hard every game. There's no doubt about that. If they can eliminate some of the mistakes and maybe, like you heard Hawk talk about, the things that they do right in practice and get that to convert to a game situation.
Very winnable.
Absolutely. He's Scott Hudson. I'm Dave McKenzie. As we're finishing up the pregame warm-ups for both teams. Carterville still out on the floor going through their final shots. DuQuoin is on the bench. We haven't even mentioned this. DuQuoin has a new basketball coach. And this is his first year with this Indian squad.
And that might be part
here at DuQuoin. We'll go on and give you the starting lineup for the Carterville Indians, the Carterville Lions. It'll be Austin Garvey, the 6'1 junior, number 23. Number 24 is Dylan Moore, the 6' senior. And then, of course, the big guy in the paint for the Lions, 6'4 sophomore Eli Downing. So it will be Anderson, Biddle, Garvey, Moore, and Downing for the Carterville Lions. For the DuQuoin forward will be at one forward. Where's number 15?
He can play inside or outside. Had a big game here last year. Played here. He's just a great athlete.
Pretty decent crowd here at Anders Gymnasium, and I tell you what, it's been, I think, 3 or 4 years, maybe it may actually have been a little longer than that, maybe 4 or 5 years since they renovated this gym. This is an intimate setting. Crowd of the fans are right on top of the floor, but I like the setup here at Anders Gymnasium.
That's what small school basketball is all about. When you get a small facility like this, they have upgraded some of the things in this gym, but it's still a great gym to come and watch a basketball game.
And for your listening pleasure, we do have a horn about 7 feet behind us, so you're definitely going to know when the horn sounds. We're going to back. We've got the tip-off between the Carterville Lions and the DuQuoin Indians. Back at DuQuoin High School, Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson, where we are just seconds away from the tip-off here between the Lions and the Indians in the very first River-to-River Conference game for 2018. Well done by the DuQuoin High School band with the national anthem this evening. Shane Hawkins with final instructions for his Lions. Head coach today's date, and we are just a... Players are ready to go. The ball is in the air, and the Carterville Lions are going to control the tip to start things off. Carterville's Bryce Anderson.
Very aggressive man-to-man defense. I mean, they are right in the face of their of the Carterville players.
Shamar Adams actually called with the foul. Mays, number 2, the junior, has to throw it out top. It's picked up in relief by Josh Heap. They work left.
It's kind of like those Hallmark movies. They're the same ones. You know how they end.
Second foul on Dylan Moore as he got into Caden Mays with the chest. That's going to be 2 on Dylan Moore. That doesn't help things right there. So Luke Stritzel's not getting much of a break to start the game. About a minute and 8 seconds is all he was going to be able to watch. He comes in relief for Dylan Moore. Wide open three-pointer from Purcell off the iron, no good. Battle for the board. Ball winds up. Tyler Biddle. Carterville takes it the other way. Bryce Anderson steps across the logo. Wide open up top. That's Eli Down, and he drops
to go because he's either going to score because of his size or he's going to get fouled like he did there.
And he'll go to the line and get the freebies. He's got Christmas in beautiful downtown Carterville taking place. Maybe you've already been there, home now, watching or listening to the Lions. Second one from down and rims out. It goes out of bounds off the Garvey, but DuQuoin saves it right back to Garvey. The shot put up from Green, and it's 3-0 with 6:19 on the first quarter clock.
Well, Garvey is very aggressive on both ends of the floor when it comes to rebounding, and he got a nice stick back there.
Down and works in conjunction with Bryce Anderson. Nice pass into the paint to Garvey. Kick out, wide open 3 for Anderson. Off the iron, no good. Rebound comes off to Purcell. He brings it the other way. Behind the back, loses the handle, goes out of bounds, and that's a turnover on the Indians. 2 possessions in a row. They're going to be on Garvey. That is going to be the first on Garvey. Third team foul on the Lions.
Yeah, two of the three Carterville turnovers have been offensive fouls so far.
As we said in the 5'5" junior guard, wide open 3 from Anthony Cole is no good. Anderson with a rebound. Cross midcourt. Carterville moving from right to left. Nice pass down low. Eli down in the little baby hook, no good. Garby battles for the board, gets the ball back, puts it up, short arms it, gets it back again, kicks it out. Biddle's going to fire from 3. That's long. Ball and a whistle. It's going to be on only 3 minutes into the contest. It's 3-0. 5:06 on the first quarter clock. On the road at DuQuoin, Anders Gymnasium. DuQuoin basketball.
To DuQuoin, I think they had it wrong up on the because Carterville won the tip.
Yes. So it is Indians basketball. They dump it down low to Purcell. Turnaround jump hook, no good. Out of bounds off the Indians. It's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
Well, DuQuoin is 0 for 4 from the field so far with 2 turnovers. This is the type of start that Carterville needs to take advantage of. DuQuoin is cold from the floor. They're turning the ball over, yet Carterville's only up by 3.
Bryce Anderson, nice pass down low to Austin Garby. He's got 4 of the 5 for the Lions. It's 5-0. Carterville into the front court. Indians basketball. Josh Heap wears number 3, loses the handle. It's slapped away by Anderson, but Heap gets it back. Now they have it between the circles. Held there by Purcell. Back to Heap on the left wing. He looks inside, has to get it to Caden May. Out top to Biddle. He dips inside, kicks it back out. Now Downen way out top to Garby. Kick out, wide open pass to Biddle. Now to Downen, who's going to fire from 3 off the iron. No good. Rebound comes off to Josh Heap of the Indians. He brings it across the timeline to the right side. Met there by Tyler Biddle, reaches in. Pass goes around the arc to the left wing. 2 in the first 4 minutes of the game.
That was a very late whistle. Carterville had already gotten the rebound and it turned to go up the floor, and the official blew that. I didn't think Downen got him. I thought I just didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Anthony
Mays for DuQuoin. He was right in the back of Anderson. I was wondering if they were going to call it or not.
Yeah. So 3 team fouls on the Indians, 5 on the Lions. Anderson to Downen. Top of the key, looks inside, nice pass back door to Bryce. Downen. Downen back to Anderson between the circles. Met there defensively by Dasani Edwards. Down low, they get it to Garby. Double team, triple team. Now they find his way out top. Here come the Indians on the run. Purcell, he runs over the top of Tyler Biddle. That's a charge on Purcell. His first foul, well done. Tyler Biddle on the defensive end.
Yeah, nice job of taking the charge by Biddle for DuQuoin. The numbers weren't there. I don't know why Purcell decided to take it himself. They didn't.
Anthony Cole slows it down, gets it to Purcell. He gets the bucket. He gets the foul. He's going to go to the line for the 3-point play.
And this is where Carterville not taking.
Throw from Purcell is good. He's got 3. So now the Indians, they have a 6-5 lead. That comes at the 1:56 mark here of the first quarter. The length of the floor to go. Downen, he's going to bring it across. He does, takes it into the lane, kicks it over to Stritzel. As Anthony Cole goes horizontal and winds up on the floor. A whistle line, Anthony Cole for the Indians. First one is on the way, off the front of the iron, no good. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, downtown Carterville. For over 30 years, a certified York dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502 or go online, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Again, Carterville averaging 19.5 turnovers a contest. Their low was 11 against Marisha. Anderson up top. Down to the left side. Stritzel's fire JPF.
That's some sharp shooting, Tex.
I'm telling you.
13% for Carterville.
And I like the nickname Tex. 10-5 as we head to the second quarter. Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson, Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. Thank you for tuning in. That's some fine shooting by the Carterville Lions in the first quarter.
13% from the field. They did have 6 turnovers. Turnovers weren't the reason why Carterville doesn't have the lead. It's that woeful shooting from the field just allowed DuQuoin to get back into the game and eventually take the lead.
Uh-oh. Now, when Scott's using the word woeful, look out. Tune in to Sports Voice on Saturday. Austin Garby, nice pass from Tyler Biddle as he cuts to the bucket. Garby's got 6. We'll give Tyler Biddle the assist on that play. Carterville within 3, 10-7, 7:34 in the second quarter. Up top, Caden Mays to Heap. He fires from about 18 feet, no good. Downen with the rebound. Biddle now runs the point for the Lions. He backs his man down, hands it off to Downen. Downen more toward the left side, up top to Bryce Anderson. On the floor, Stritzel, Biddle, Anderson, Downen, Garby, the starters for the game. Left-hand layup from Biddle is no good. Tipped away by Garby. It goes out of bounds right to the Indians. Here come the DuQuoin Indians the other way. Caden Mays takes it to the right elbow. Traveled, walked in about 4 different directions. Turnover for the Indians.
Yeah, Biddle came up from behind him, slapped at the ball, and it kind of got Mays a little bit off balance, and the turnover gives the ball back to the Lions, down by 3.
Out top, Bryce Anderson behind the back dribble to Downen. Man-to-man defense by the Indians to Garby. Out top, he looks inside, looks at the cutting Stritzel, now gives it to Biddle. Biddle, Shane Hawkins, can you hear that foot stomp? That is a Rich Heron foot stomp right there.
Downen just picked up his 3rd foul. He missed his shot, went over the back to get the rebound, and Downen's going to have to come out of the game.
So that's going to bring in Cam Hall, averaging 5 points a game, replacing Eli Downen, averaging 6 points a game. Shane Hawkins having a conversation with Downen over on the bench. 3-point lead for the Indians, 6.5 on the clock, 6:27. That foul on Downen puts the Indians into the bonus, so shooting the 1-and-1 is going to be Braden Purcell.
Carterville's lineup just got a little smaller. We'll see how the Lions attack DuQuoin with this smaller lineup in now.
The 6'4" junior, his first free throw was good. He's got 4 points. Earns the bonus. Lions broadcast brought to you by Southern Illinois Healthcare, dedicated to the communities we serve. You can call toll-free 866-744-2468 or visit them online, sih.net. Free throw from Purcell is good. That is Heap that gets the bucket. He's got 6. And the Indians convert on that turnover. Bryce Anderson breaks the pressure, takes it down, leads Bryce Anderson. The finger roll for Anderson is good. His first bucket of the game. Carterville's within 3, 5:41.
What are you doing? And I don't know what the response was, but I'm sure Coach Hawkins didn't like it.
Getting the ball.
Yeah.
At the line. Caden May. He'll be shooting the 1 and the bonus. No points for Caden so far, but he makes the first free throw. Second one coming up for Mays. A 5-point lead for the Indians. Bryce Anderson breaks the pressure. Left wing it goes. Cam Hall, right-hand dribble, brings it up top. Rims out. The first one.
Said in the pregame, this is a winnable game for Carterville.
Shamar Adams up top to Purcell. Now they work it around the perimeter. We have a whistle and a timeout taken by Coach Jason James. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. It is 16-13 Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. 4:51 on the clock here in the second quarter. I understand our live stream is buffering quite a bit, battling a signal issue inside Anders' gym, doing the best we can on that. 16-13. Indians with the basketball. They get it to, oh, look at Garby come flying in there.
That is
ties it up.
8 turnovers now for Carterville. Carterville just got a little bit out of control, and a lot of that was because DuQuoin's defense was pressuring the ball no matter where it was at. Now Hawkins comes in for the Lions.
The sharpshooter for Purcell. He's got 9. Man, he's rolling now. 20-13, a 7-point lead. Carterville needs some points, keep this thing close. A whistle, it's going to be on the Indians. I believe they're going to get that on Shamar Adams. And at the line, shooting the 1-and-1. First one from Austin, off the rim, no good. Indians get the rebound. The other way, here they come. Carson Davis in the game for Coach Jason James and the Indians, his first appearance. Skip pass to Davis, around the top to Edward, back to Davis, left wing. Man-to-man defense. It's actually a zone, a matchup zone.
3:11 to go. Carterville still with a chance.
20-13. Don't forget, at the end of the game, Scott and I will name our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game, a whistle and a foul. That is going to be on Wesley Milam, I believe, number 24 for the Indians. It's for Garby. The other way. Step set. Garby down on the left corner to Stritzel. Stritzel. Connor Hawkins, wide open 3 off the iron, no good. No, the ball's out of bounds off of Austin Garby and kind of got tied up in his feet, goes out of bounds. 20-15, 2:20 remaining here in the second.
Yeah, the coach shooting for the Lions continue. They've had opportunity after opportunity, even after falling behind, to catch the Indians, but they just cannot shoot well from the outside.
So Braden Purcell's going to check out. Wesley Milam is going to replace, excuse me, Cole. Nick Cole is going to gives it up to Anderson. Anderson back to Stritzel. To the right elbow, fires off the iron, no good. Bryce Anderson gets the rebound. Back to Stritzel. Now, Carson Pearson. He gets it to Stritzel. Right elbow shot again. No good by the Indians. Carson Pearson the rebound. Bryce Anderson's going to fire. Good. Big bucket from Bryce Anderson. Round jumper from Nick Cole is good. His first bucket of the game. Back to 5-point lead. Connor Hawkins dribbles around the perimeter. To the right side, Bryce Anderson. Nice pass down low. Austin Garby takes it up good and strong to the bucket. He's got 12 to Cole. Now from the left wing, wide open 3 taken by Davis, no good. Goes out of bounds off of the shot. It's going to belong to the Lions. 46.6 on the clock. Checking out, Wesley Milam. Checking in, Anthony Cole. Got a whistle in the backcourt.
Has had a couple of silly fouls in the backcourt. And it's going to allow Carterville to try to cut this DuQuoin lead to 1.
Bryce Anderson is at the line. He's 2 for 3 tonight. He has 6 points. First one is good. 7 now for the sophomore guard. So we work our way toward 30 seconds. Turnover on the Indians. That's 3 here in the second quarter. Connor Hawkins up top with the basketball. Gives it up to Anderson. 27, 26, 25 on the clock. Connor Hawkins left corner. That's his shot. He likes shooting from there, but he has to dribble out. Gets it to Garby. Garby looks inside. They work the perimeter once again. Carson Pearson, right wing. One dribble, steps inside the arc. Needs help, needs help, needs help, needs help. Gets it to Garby. Garby now to Bryce Anderson. Up top, left-right dribble. Wide open shot. Connor Hawkins, he's got to shoot, loses the handle. Garby just throws it up at the buzzer. That's how we end. It is 22-21. The Indians with the 1-point lead. I'm kind of happy with that right now.
Yeah, after the way Carterville started out, had the early 3-0 lead, but DuQuoin finally caught fire, took the lead, and then DuQuoin started turning the ball over, and Carterville started getting some shots made, especially by Garby. 1-point deficit here at half. You'll take it after what we just saw.
Your Banterra Bank halftime show is coming up next. It's 22-21. The Indians, the 1-point lead on the Lions here on News WJPF. Jesus. Back at DuQuoin, if you can hear us, it's Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson. We're at the half where Carterville got a little bit of a run there toward the end of the second quarter and have pulled this game to within 1 point, 22-21, Scott Hudson.
Well, DuQuoin got the momentum halfway through the first quarter, and it looked like they were going to take control of this game, but then they reverted back to missing shots. They had several turnovers, and Carterville kind of calmed down a little bit. Carterville only had 8 turnovers in that first half. That's with Downen sitting on the bench with 3 fouls. So Carterville only down by 1 here at half with all the foul trouble they've had with Moore and Downen. It's not a bad situation right now. DuQuoin with 6 turnovers. Carterville out-rebounded DuQuoin 17-10. Garby with 8 first-half rebounds, 5 for Heap to lead the Indians. Shooting from the field, not a thing of beauty. 26% for Carterville, 36% for the Indians.
Wow, and when you look, and that's it. Between the 2 or the 3 of them, that's for the Lions. When you look at the Indians, they're led in scoring by Braden Purcell. Contest. The last score we had, updating area scores, Herron leads Benton 25-17. Found out that the varsity officials didn't show up at Herron tonight.
Oh, that's not good.
So it was a scheduling snafu, as they say. So the JV refs are doing the varsity game tonight. That ought to be fun.
Yeah.
So.
Now you're saying we're up by 1 or we're only down by 1. I think Carter
picked up 2 fouls about 1 minute and 30 seconds into the game. But then on the other side, you have to be concerned about the big guy. Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center, where they have an online mortgage center where you can check rates or you can apply for a mortgage anytime. For more information, go to the website. Check out tboc.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval. NMLS, registration number 742871. As crowd is filtering their way around the stadium here at the half, 22-21 on a Friday night. Let's see, Marion is taking on. Let's see, I'm trying to cipher. Marion's taking on Cahokia. Centralia is taking on Althoff. At the half, it's 22-16. Mount Vernon leads Carbondale 28-9. Wow, that's at the half. It is 22-21 here. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. Coming up, let's look ahead toward this next week. Friday night, Carterville is going to be at home for its first game at CHS. The girls had their first win at home on the season Monday night, a convincing victory over Anna Jonesboro. Carterville's going to be there on Friday night, and then on Saturday, we're going to be making the trip over on the other side of Ava to Campbell Hill to take on the Trico Pioneers, and that'll be our first trip to Campbell Hill for a boys game.
Never done a game from there.
But we can make that work out. We're going to go on and take a break. It's 22-21 Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. Yep, I did. All right. Yep, that's what happened. It'll be quick when you bring it back.
That's the way I'll always do it now because I need to be here for the whole halftime. There rarely is a timeout early in the third quarter.
Andrews Gymnasium on a Friday night. It's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson at the half. 22-21. Carterville found themselves down 10-5 at the end of the first. They battled back to within 1 point of the game, and looking forward to second half action. When we return, we're going to have the second half tip. It's Carterville on the road at DuQuoin. First conference game for 2018 here on News Radio WJPF. Ready for second half action here on News Radio WJPF. Don't forget you can listen online at WJPF.com. We're battling the live stream tonight. I'm kind of holding good right now. But also glad to be on the FM on WJPF 99.5 if you haven't heard. Nice and clear. We like it down there like that. Both teams are ready to go here on your Friday night. Thank you for tuning in to Lions basketball. Carterville will have the ball to start play here in the second. They're moving from left to right in the road blues. Tyler Biddle out top. He'll bring it across the timeline. Right side, Dylan Moore's back in the game. He's got 2 fouls. Nice pass down low to Downen. Right hand hook bank shot is good for Downen. That's a big shot. Nice way to start.
Yeah, it is. If they can get Downen going, he might be able to dominate underneath.
And Carterville takes the lead by 1, 23-22. Working the other way. Indians with the ball. Out top to Caden Mays. Right-hand dribble, left-hand dribble across the free throw line. Left side to Josh Heap. Now back to Mays. Mays crossover. Now they work right side. Shamar Adams on the right wing. Left-hand dribble. He takes it across the top. Now to the left wing. Up top to Purcell. Steps inside the arc. Back out to Mays. Right corner wide open. Passes up the shot, steps inside, fires from 18. The shot from Cole, no good. Garmy with another rebound. How many has he got tonight?
He's got 9 right now.
Wow, Carterville the other way. Here's Dylan Moore, just below us here. On the right wing, looks for the cutting down, and he takes it to the elbow, leaves it for Biddle. Now left wing to Anderson. Anderson back out top. Biddle, he wants to get it down low. Garby fighting hard inside. Biddle passes up the shot, left wing. Here's Bryce Anderson, steps inside the arc, back out top. Carterville showing some patience here. Biddle thinks about shooting. Anderson thinks about shooting. Right-hand dribble from Anderson, leaves for Biddle. Back to Downen. He looks inside. 6:25 on the clock. Carterville the 1-point lead. Garby back to Biddle, left wing. Down low to Downen. Kicks it over. Anderson passes up the shot. Now to Biddle. Back to Anderson. Right-hand dribble to Downen. Right wing. He's going to fire from 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Garby battles for the board. That should be Carterville ball. Yes, it is. They missed that one.
Now, they also may have missed Garby over the back.
Yeah.
But good ball move by Carterville. They just couldn't hit the open shot.
Good possession from the Lions, just couldn't convert. Indians have it down low. Shot from Mays from the free throw line is good. He's got 4 here in the contest. Back to a 1-point lead for the Indians. Garby's really battling. They get it into him. He has to go to the floor to get it. He ties up with Shamar Adams. We have a jump ball. And the possession arrow belongs to the Indians.
First turnover by the Lions in the second half. 9 for the game.
Yes, it is. They only had 2 second quarter turnovers. I'll have to look back to see how that is. That's a walk. As he took a stroll there.
If you go in the dictionary and look up out of control, there'll be a picture of that last play.
Caden Mays with the basketball. Whistle and a foul.
Then he gets called for a foul.
That's his 3rd. Frustration foul on that. So he's going to check out. Checking in for Coach Jason James, number 15, to Sonny Edward, the 5'6" junior. He comes in. He's going to pick up Anderson defensively in the backcourt. Anderson, the left-hand dribble, crosses over. Steps on the logo at midcourt here at Anders Gymnasium. Brings it across the timeline to the right side. Shamar Adams gets on him defensively. They switch. Now to Downen. Downen tries to get to, they're going to call 24.
They're going to call Garby.
Yep. No, they got Dylan Moore, his 3rd.
That's at least the 2nd illegal pick that he's set tonight.
Apparently you can't do that.
Nope.
Right wing, up top for the Indians. Braden Purcell, he gets the pass. 8-footer's no good. Downen loses the handle on the rebound. It's off of Downen. It's going to belong to the Indians.
This game is there for the taking.
Yes, it is, but for either team.
Exactly.
Anthony Cole. Now, Indians work it toward the right side. That's where Josh Heap has it. Looks inside. Shamar Adams. Kick out to Heap. Now back out top. They work left side. Anthony Cole. Josh Heap fires from about 18. No good. Biddle has his pocket picked. He has to pull it up. He gets it to Garby. Here come the Lions. Dylan Moore takes it to the rack. His shot slapped away from behind. Josh Heap gets into him, the 6'3 junior. Or excuse me, the 6'3 senior. It's off a Heap. It's going to belong to the Lions.
It's all right. He was aggressive, talking about Moore. Went to the goal. That's what you want to see.
Exactly. Bryce Anderson done a nice job on the point tonight. Tries to get it to Garby. He's pushed from behind. Maybe on number 10, that would be Shamar Adams. It is. That is going to be the 3rd on Adams. So he's going to check out with those 3 fouls. Carterville's basketball. Downen takes the inbound pass from Anderson to Biddle, back to Downen right wing. Wants to get it to Garby. Garby's covered up by Wesley Milam. Lions working the perimeter on the passing around the arc. Moore takes it inside, gets it to Garby. Garby, his bounce pass to Downen is tipped away. That's a turnover, 2nd in the 3rd, but the Indians turn it over the other way. Here come the Lions. Austin Garby, right-hand layup, good.
Good job by the Lions to create a turnover in the front court and get the easy basket by Garby to take the lead back.
He's got 14 points in the game. Carterville has the 1-point lead. 3:55 on the 3rd quarter clock. Carterville was down 10-5 at the end of 1, 22-21 at the half. They have the 1-point lead here, 3.5 remaining. Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson on News Radio WJPF. Indians basketball. Shot from Purcell from 8 foot, no good. Rebound by Bryce Anderson. Gets it to Downen. Downen in the left-hand dribble across midcourt. Takes it to the elbow. Takes it to the rack. Puts it up good. to Downing. That's a big shot right there. Carterville starting to take control of this a little bit, 27-24.
That's the aggressiveness from Downing that you want to see.
Indians have the ball. That was a big play for the Lions. Up top, Purcell, left wing. Now they get it to Anthony Cole. Back to Dasani Edward, now right side. Up top, Heap has it, takes it inside the free throw line, throws the shot up at the rack, it goes in. He's got 8 points, 4 field goals. 2:47 on the clock. 1 point lead for the Lions. Anderson to Downing. Downing looks for the cutting Biddle, passes up the shot, gets it to Garby out top. Biddle now between the circles to Dylan Moore. Downing flashes through, no pass. Biddle fires from 3. That's long. Downing the rebound, takes it to the rack, good and strong, gets the bucket. He's got 7 in the game. Carterville back to a 3-point lead.
Downing starting to take over.
Tied at Centralia, 53 seconds left. Don't know what the score is. Left wing, Indians basketball. You can hear the DuQuoin fans starting to get a little restless, and we've got a turnover.
It's like an offensive foul.
Yep. On Braden Purcell. 2 on Purcell. That's the 3rd team foul on the Indians. 2 minutes exactly in the 3rd quarter. Bryce Anderson. He throws the ball away. He was thinking that Downing was going to cut back to his left. He cut right, goes out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Indians.
Golden opportunity to go up by 5 or even 6 with a 3, but the turnover gives the ball back to DuQuoin.
Josh Heap into the front court to Purcell. Now around the top they go to Wesley Milam at the free throw line. Hands it off to Purcell. He throws it up at the rack. We have a whistle. It's going to be a 2-shot free throw coming up for Purcell. The foul is on Carterville's Tyler Biddle. Tyler Biddle charged with his 2nd foul. At the line is going to be Braden Purcell. He's got 9 points all in the first half. His first free throw is in the air, and it's good. Lions broadcast is brought to you by Southern Illinois Healthcare, dedicated to the communities we serve. You can call toll-free 866-744-2468 or go to the website, sih.net. 1:41 on the clock. 29-28 as Purcell hits his 2nd free throw. 11 now for Braden. 1 point lead for the Lions. Biddle, right wing. He's picked up defensively by Cole. Biddle hands off to Garby. Double team out on Garby. Cracks down on him, a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Wesley Milam, I do believe. It is on Milam, and that's going to be the 2nd. So, Caden Mays has 3. Shamar Adams has 3. Dasani Edwards 2. Braden Purcell 2. Wesley Milam 2.
A lot of fouls on Duke.
Anderson flashes through. Now back to Garby. To Tyler Biddle, left wing. Nice movement by the Lions in that offensive set as they are coming through. They're running that offense well below their average. Under a minute to go. It's been 29-28 for the last 2 months. We have a whistle and a foul on the other end. That's going to be on Downing. That's not good. That's number 4 on Carterville's big guy.
I think they're going to call that on.
Oh, Downing got a break.
On Biddle.
They did call it on Biddle. All right, that's good. Downing still has 3. Indians have it. Clock under a minute. Down 1. On the far end here at Anders Gymnasium, actually from on the left side of the court. If you're watching on your radio, walk from opportunity to hold here for the final shot of the 3rd. In the backcourt, Bryce Anderson's picked up. Defensively slapped on the backside by Carson Davis.
I don't know how many times in this game DuQuoin has fouled the Carterville player deep in the backcourt for no reason. I mean, they're like a mile away from the basket. Why are you all over their back in the backcourt?
Fourth or fifth time.
It's crazy.
And the Indians lead it 31-29 as we head to the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter. Fourth quarter action just kicking off here, 31-29. The Indians hit that big three-pointer right there at the end of the third quarter. Carterville has the basketball, though. Out top, Garby, down low to Downen. He loses the handle. Turnover on the Lions. Indians have it. Up top, 2-point lead for DuQuoin. Oh, we'll take it. That's a turnover. Carterville a chance to tie this game up. Althoff wins tonight, 44-43. Biddle, his pass is tipped away. Indians come away with it. Two possessions, 2 turnovers, and the Indians take it the other way, and they turn it over. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
I've got Carterville for 8 turnovers in this second half, 6 for DuQuoin. It just hasn't, neither team has been able to take control of this game.
Nobody wants it.
Nope.
You and I will take it. Give it to us.
I will.
Dylan Moore's back in the game. He's playing with 3 fouls. Tyler Biddle is playing with 3 fouls, and the Lions turn it over. Again, 3 turnovers here in the third.
17 turnovers now for Carterville, so they're nearing their average per game. And this is not the time you want to be turning the ball over.
Style for all. Scott and I will name our star of the game, our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game, at the conclusion of the contest tonight.
This game is going. It's probably going to come down to the last shot.
And it's still going to be 31-29.
Or last foul or last turnover. I don't know.
Out top, down and at the free throw line, leaves it down low to Garby. Nice turnaround layup by Garby. He's got 16 now in the contest. Indians have the ball in the front court. We're all tied at 31. A whistle on the foul on the Lions. Vernon thumped Carbondale tonight, 57-38. We're all tied at 31 here, 6.5 in the game. Bryce Anderson once again done a nice job at the point for the Lions. Kind of relief. Don't forget next Friday night, the first home game for the Carterville Lions. This is game number 7 on the season tonight. So 8 games in will be the first home game. That's against Anna Jonesboro next Friday night. Pregame, 7:30. Tip-off slated for 7:45. Scott and I will have all the action. Then Saturday night, we head to Trico. Nice job by Carson Pearson picking the pocket in the backcourt. He gets hammered on the other end.
They could call an intentional foul, but they're not. But they could have.
I think they're going to call that on Carson Davis. Nope, they actually call that on Cole Anthony, his second. But Carson Pearson is going to go to the line. They should give him 5 free throws for that because he took a big, a big shot. He's going to be shooting 2. Little cheated, I think, for the foul effort. Free throw, he rolls that one home.
Yeah, the shots should be awarded by the severity of the foul.
That would change the game.
Boy, it sure would.
Wesley Milam checks out. Carson Davis checks out. Back into the game now, Caden Mays and Shamar Adams. Second one from Pierce, and he gets the touch on that one. He's got 2. 2-point lead for the Lions. 6 minutes remaining. Indians basketball around the perimeter it goes to Purcell. He leaves it for Adams. They have to reset. Now they work right side, wide open from about 15 feet. Hits nothing. The shot taken by Anthony Cole. It goes out of bounds, but it went off the Lions. Indians are going to have another chance.
Indians have not made a field goal in this fourth quarter. They're 0 of 3.
33-31. Anthony Cole leaves it for Purcell. Off the iron, no good. There's Heap for the rebound. He's pushed from behind, but they don't call it. Ball goes.
Wow.
They say it went off of Heap. They're saying it went off of Downing, actually.
Either way, Carterville caught a break, it looked like, at least from here.
Yeah. Purcell battles his way inside. He traveled. He took about 3 steps to try to get the position to get the shot off.
And I think part of the reason he traveled is because Anderson came off his man to help, and Heap was not, Purcell wasn't expecting it.
Dangerous pass to Dylan Moore. He pulls up the dribble. Now to Downing. Got to hurry. Get across the timeline. Does. To Anderson. Behind the back dribble, right wing. Double team picked up there. Nice pass down low to Garby. He's fouled from behind. Shamar Adams picking up his 4th foul of the contest.
And again, that's a silly foul. Adams is behind Garby. There's no reason to reach around or anything. Just stand your ground and Garby turn and try to score over you.
Just man up. Second time he's gone to the line tonight with a 1-and-1 and missed the front end. Got to hit those free throws, fellas. 33-31, 5:17 on the clock.
No.
A whistle. And that's going to be on Bryce Anderson. Fortunately, that's the first foul on Bryce. He's got 4 to give, rather.
Yeah, I thought Anderson made a good steal. Coach Hawkins thinks the same thing. But the ball stays with DuQuoin.
Typical DuQuoin Carterville game. Physical.
Now
and not a whistle.
A foul, I think, on Adams.
It is. And guess what? Shamar Adams has just fouled out. So quickly into the game is going to be Wesley Milam replacing Shamar Adams. He goes and takes a seat on the bench.
Sometimes if you're a fan or even a broadcaster watching a game like this, you feel like you're in a blender because you're just, and then you turn the blender off and you think, okay, everything's fine. Then the blender goes back on.
There's parts all over the place.
I mean, it's crazy.
Pick. 5 turnovers here in the fourth. The layup is good by Braden Purcell. He's got 13 in the game. And the pressure starting to get to Carterville.
Well,
as
Downing did something that the Carterville guards have been guilty of many times this year. He had the ball. There was only one guy guarding him, and he picked up his dribble when there was no need to. And then he got double-teamed. He threw the ball away.
Foul is called on Anthony Cole. His them free ones and sink them. It's a 1-point lead now. 34-33, 5:01 on the clock. Second from Pearson. Nothing but net. Indians basketball. Oh, nice job. Cutting 37-35. That's more scoring than we had in the last 2 quarters. 4:30 on the clock. Indians basketball. First conference game for both teams. DuQuoin 2-2 on the season coming in tonight. Carterville 2-4. Each team would like to start off with a conference win here tonight as Heap shuffles his feet. Another turnover. That's the 4th here in the fourth for the Indians. Carterville a chance to extend this 2-point lead. Bryce Anderson gets it in wide open. Carson Pearson for 3. Off the iron, no good. Oh, that would have been a big one. Quickly the other way, they get the break, and the layup is missed by Caden Mays. Oh, I can't believe they're calling him on the foul. He didn't foul him.
Boy, Lions had a good look from 3.
It's the first. Indians down 1. Caden Mays has 5 points in the game. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson and the entire city of Carterville. Proud sponsors and supporters, Carterville Lions Sports. Tonight was Christmas in Carterville. Tyler Biddle checks in. Excuse me, for Carson Pearson. Caden Mays has one more free throw coming to him. It's on the way. This game's tied at 37. How many overtimes can a game go? It's a possibility.
You have to have a winner, so it can go a long way.
Carterville's basketball in the front court, wide open. Travel, or a carry with the basketball, rather. Dylan Moore to the right corner. Takes it to the rack, puts the shot up a little bit short. Indians with the ball. Quickly the other way, 3-on-2. They got numbers. They give it to Mays. He throws it at the rack, gets the bucket. They're going to say a charge. That is a huge call. Caden Mays just picked up his 4th foul. All tied at 37.
Both teams
3:05.
The game's tied. Both teams have 11 turnovers in the second half.
Carterville's ball. Tyler Biddle on the right wing. Takes it out top. Got Bryce Anderson avoids. We got a timeout taken by Shane Hawkins. It's going to be a full. It is a dandy ball game. Tied at 37. 2:55 remaining. It's Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. 60, please. .255 remaining in the contest, all tied at 37 on a Friday night. Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson. It's not been pretty, but it's been an entertaining ball game. Who wants it worse? We're going to find out here in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, Carterville's going to get the ball. 2:55 to go.
What a way to kick off conference season. Bryce Anderson takes the inbound pass, gets it to Downen. On the floor, it's Garby, Anderson, Downen, Biddle. Dylan Moore to Biddle, up top. Man-to-man defense by the Indians. Tyler Biddle needs the dribble, gets it to Anderson, to Dylan Moore, who dribbles around the arc, brings it top of the key. Nice pass down low. Austin Garby gets the bucket. That's a big bucket, and Garby's got 20 in the game. 2-point lead for the Lions. 2:15 on the clock. Indians basketball. Anthony Cole, his pass is picked off. That's the 5th turnover here in the fourth quarter.
And Garby gets the steal. He's done everything tonight.
39-37. Down low, Garby backs his man down, gets, they're going to say a jump ball. Shane Hawkins says, that's not a jump ball. He didn't get his hand on it that long. Or did I say that? I don't know if Hawk said it, but that's what I said.
Well, Garby did the right thing.
He took it to the
aggressive. He took it to the hole. And it's a 50-50 call. And the Carterville Lions didn't get the call they wanted.
The official next to Shane Hawkins says, I didn't make the call, Coach. I don't know if he's right or not. 2-point lead, minute 45 on the clock. Up top, left wing now for the Indians. Over to Anthony Cole. Up top to Caden Mays. They stay out above the circle a lot, don't they?
They do, and they don't shoot the ball. There's only been 1 3 in this game, and that's been by DuQuoin.
And it was made by Caden Mays. Josh Heat now right side to Purcell. Back to Heat between the circles. Spin move in the line. In the lane, puts the shot up. He's whistled. Gets fouled. Dylan Moore.
Heap has the ability to do what he just did, and that is get in the lane and create problems. Carterville didn't have anybody to slide over and stop him from going to the hole. Fortunately for Carterville, he didn't make the shot.
Austin Garby actually charged with a foul as Heap misses his free throw. He's got 8 points in the game. This is a 2-shot foul, though, as he was shooting, in the act of shooting. Second one from Heap. Off the iron, no good. It's battled for, and the Indians get it. From 15, that shot is good by Brendan Purcell. He's got 15 in the game. We're all tied at 39. 65 seconds remaining here. Coming down to the end. Eli Downen runs into his man at midcourt. That is Anthony Cole. That's going to be foul number 4 on Anthony Cole.
Well,
Downen's going to go to the line and shoot some free throws.
Well, Carterville got what they wanted. Heap missed both free throws, but they weren't able to get the rebound. It's just been, this game has been so close for both teams to take control of. Now Carterville's just got to hit their free throws.
And that's a good one to be at the line. Eli Downen, 7 points in the game. He's 1 for 2 tonight from the line. Hits the first. That's a big bucket.
Rattled it in. Doesn't matter how it goes in as long as it does.
8 points now. Carterville down 1. The 6'4 sophomore at the line. Eli, his free throw. Good. All tied. Shouldn't it be tied?
No, we're up by 2.
Oh, we're up 2. Never mind. Never mind. Not panicked there for a second. 52 seconds remaining. Indians have the basketball. Cole shoots from about 12. Off balance shot, no good. Downen gets the rebound and he gets fouled. That foul is on Josh Heap. That's going to be the first on Heap. And Downen is going to go back to the line and shoot more free throws.
Well, Cole took an ill-advised shot. I'm sure the coach of DuQuoin did not want Cole taking that shot because he came down the baseline. Downen was there waiting for him, and he kind of fell backwards and threw it up short.
Downen's first free throw. Heron knocks off Benton 42-40. Down and high, and this is the first free throw. Double bonus for the Lions. Need this one, buddy, come on. 41-39, a 2-point lead for the Lions. Second one, good. 10 for Downen. 37, 36, 35. It's a 3-point lead for the Lions. Coach Jason James barking and asks for the timeout from the official and gets it. He wants to chalk this one up for his DuQuoin Indians. It's a 3-point lead. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. It's Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Hey, we're getting the trap on this game. There's a lot of good stuff here. Outstanding. Hometown proud for rodeo. Hometown proud for rodeo. 29.5 seconds remaining in the game. Carterville nursing a 3-point lead. 42-39. Indians have the ball, a chance to tie it. Up top they go to Heap. Heap into the lane. Floater is no good. Battle for. The ball is out of bounds. Off of the Indians. Carterville basketball. 15 seconds left in this game.
Well, Heap missed a contested shot
And another timeout. Go ahead.
And the officials let them play. There was some contact, no call. Now Carterville's just got to take care of the basketball and hit free throws.
It's going to be a full timeout taken by Shane Hawkins. He wants to talk to his team. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 42-39. The Lions a 3-point lead with 15 seconds left here on News Radio WJPF. My bad on that. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years. A certified York dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. We have to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game, Scott Hudson. You need to be thinking about some
I've already got my pick.
Do you really?
I do. I've already got the man in my mind.
The man, all right, we'll find out. Our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game coming up on our post-game show. Set the stage here, 15.3 seconds on the clock. Carterville basketball, a 3-point lead, 42-39. Length of the floor to go. They get it to Anderson, to Downen. Across the middle, Carterville breaks the press. Into the front court, Dylan Moore. Down low, backs it up. 6 seconds, 5, he's fouled. And Dylan Moore is going to go line and shoot some free throws to ice this game.
Well, the senior Moore did the right thing. He got the ball low on the near the baseline. He had an opportunity to go towards the hole, which he did, but then he pulled it back out because he was not going to have a layup. Pulled it back out, got fouled. He hits 2 free throws here. Carterville's got their 3rd win of the season.
They don't even have to be on the floor. First run from DM, Dylan Moore. Off the front of the iron.
This is the big one here.
Got to get one of these.
Yeah.
42-39, a 3-point lead. Shane Hawkins is coming out to talk to his Lions. 30-second timeout. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Bank of Carterville Banking Center. Bank of Carbondale offers a variety of personal and business banking services. Find out more, go to their website, tboc.com, member FDIC. It's been an exciting game.
It has been that for sure.
It's been a river-to-river conference game.
It's been a roller coaster ride of emotions for the players, the fans, the coaching staffs.
Me, I've been pacing for the last hour and a half.
There's one time I thought about jumping off the rail here. Carterville has 20 turnovers in the game. DuQuoin has 18. So that's, my math is correct, that's 38 turnovers in this game.
Dylan Moore at the line. All he has to do is hit this one, and he ices it. Missed the first. Second one rattles out, no good. Timeout taken quickly by Coach Jason James. So 4.3 seconds on the clock. Indians an opportunity to tie this game. Now the key to this is, Scott Hudson, you know they're going to fire from 3. Do not foul.
Yeah, do not foul. And unlike the NBA, they have to go the full length of the floor to get the three-pointer. I would say that the Lions are going to have some token pressure in the backcourt on whoever gets the ball in bounds. You don't want to let them just come up the floor without any pressure. But like you said, you do not want to foul in this situation. It's going to have to be a quick 3. And it's probably going to be one where a player may be off balance. So you still like Carterville's chances, but you got to take care of business.
And you know that the shooter, he's going to be leaning into that defender too, trying to draw that foul. You just need to let him get the shot. Worst thing that happens is we're tied, we go to overtime.
Yeah.
Worst thing is we're going to go to overtime if he makes the shot. Don't give him that opportunity for that 4-point play. 42-39, 4.3 seconds on the clock. Length of the floor to go for the Indians. It's going to trigger. His pass is tipped away. Carterville gets it back. Carterville gets the win, 42-39 on the tip pass. The turnover in the backcourt. The Indians earn their first conference win and their third win overall of the season. Carterville leads the River to River Conference on Friday night, 42-39, the win over the Indians. Post-game show is next here on News Radio WJPF. How about that? 'Shane's probably going to come running upstairs to do an interview tonight. Uh-oh. Where's that static coming from? There we go. Wow. Good ball game. (42-39), the Indians. Excuse me. Let me try. We'll edit that out, right?
Shame on you.
We'll edit that out. Nobody
okay,
here.
We'll do that.
42-39, the Lions get the win over the DuQuoin Indians. The first conference game of 2018, a hard-fought game, Scott Hudson. But you know what? Carterville showed toughness, showed persistence, got the win. 1-0 in the conference.
Well, they were rewarded for their hard work.
Yes.
And hard work has finally paid off for them. Trailed by 1 at half. You know, really struggled. Both teams struggled in the second half to get their game going. But Carterville did just enough to win this game. Both teams played their hearts out. The shooting was not anything spectacular by either team. But Carterville did enough down the stretch to win this game and get their third win of the season and go to 1-0 in conference play.
42-39 when you look at the scoring for, let's start first with the DuQuoin Indians. They were led tonight by Braden Purcell. He winds up with 15 in the game. It was Caden Mays with 6. Josh Heap had 8. And Anthony Cole had 3. And Nick Cole got onto the scorer's book with 2. Dasani Edwards had 2. That is 39 points scored by the DuQuoin Indians. Looking at the scoring for the Carterville Lions, led tonight, big game by Austin Garby. He winds up with 20 points in the contest. Fought hard, rebounded hard. I don't know how many rebounds he had.
Talk about Garby.
Yeah.
Garby led the Indians tonight with 9 rebounds, and 4 of those were offensive. He was just all over the place, and whenever the Carterville needed a big play underneath, they needed a big rebound, it always seemed like Garby was the guy there to make that play happen.
I think I know who you may have. We'll find out. I don't know. Let's look at other scoring tonight. Nice game from Bryce Anderson. He gets the start at the point. He ran the offense along with Eli Down, and that was a much better effort on the point by the Lions tonight. He winds up with 8 points. Tyler Biddle, no points on the board, but he gets a huge assist in the game in that first half. And then you have Austin Garby, his 20. Carson Pearson winds up with 4. He was 4 for 4 from the line in the fourth quarter for the Lions. That was huge. Eli Downen, he winds up with 10 points in the game. He was 4 for 6 from the line tonight. And that wraps up the scoring for the Lions. Final score, 42-39. That is the final score. We're going to talk to Coach Shane Hawkins coming up and name our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game next here on News Radio WJPF. Yes.
Got it.
It's all right.
stop at McDonald's. I got it. I was thinking of the basketball. So we'll take it. I'll get you on spot off.
Good ball game.
We did defensively. For the first time, we took the game plan and put it to a tee.
Back at DuQuoin, it's Dave McKenzie, 42-39. The Carterville Lions knock off the DuQuoin Indians in the first conference game of 2018. Coach Shane Hawkins joining us here. Effort, we talked about it in the pregame. You got the effort tonight.
The effort was tremendous, no question. And it was a game. It was a choppy game in the first half. It was
not pretty.
No, but it was. You know, when there's an illegal screen called on the first possession of the game, you kind of know where it's going. But we have to adjust, and I think our guys, officials, are not going to adjust to the game. The players have to adjust to the way the game is being called, and we didn't do that. It took us a while to kind of figure that out. And I should have known better than to keep Eli in with three. Or with 2 fouls there in the first half, but it's like, man, it's going to be a low-scoring game. I was hoping maybe we could kill a couple more minutes, and I knew baskets, kind of the way the game was going to go, baskets were going to be at a premium, and it's like, we can't have any more bad offensive possessions than we're going to have anyway. So I kind of gambled and left him in, and he picked up his third, and to play as much as we did the second half with Dylan on the bench and with Eli on the bench, we just kind of kept battling and kept going one possession at a time.
I said to Scott, I felt like I liked the decision of having Bryce Anderson at the point from the beginning of the game. He did a nice job. It didn't really play. It wasn't as important in the first half because they didn't really press. Right. But in that second half, him and Eli did a nice job breaking that press and getting into the front court.
Yeah, and that's the big part of that is, yes, having Bryce back there, but having Eli back there because he's 6'4" and he's strong and he's a quarterback, so he has pretty good vision. And he handles it pretty good. And to have somebody that we can kind of use back there is that kind of a safety net for him. And, again, we weren't perfect handling it, but I thought we tried to attack. We didn't get layups at the end, but we were able to not turn it over. We're able to make them guard here in the half court.
Coach, I talked to you last Sunday, and you told me that this group of kids that you have this year is one of the hardest working group of kids that you've ever had. And it has to feel so good, so satisfying to you that they finally got rewarded tonight for all that hard work.
Absolutely. And you know, they get the fruits of the labor. They get because, and we've talked about it before, for whatever reason, our guys really compete in practice. And they get, you know, on a Friday night or Saturday night when the lights are on and the popcorn's popping and we get big-eyed and we get we kind of get caught in the moment. So for them to keep fighting in a close game and to go win it down the stretch, I know we weren't perfect down the stretch. We missed some free throws, but we went and made enough big plays, whether it was a deflection there at the end to kill it, to finish at the rim. I just thought we went and made enough plays, and that's a credit to our guys. It's those guys won the game. Those guys made the right plays. It wasn't the coaching staff. That was those guys, and they did what it took to win, and they earned that one tonight. I'm proud of them.
Coach, you talk about plays that will go unnoticed or nobody will think about or even remember. A big play to me late in the game, you've got the 3-point lead. Dylan Moore gets the ball on the wing, down low. He drives down the baseline, goes to the basket, realizes that he's going to get shut off, and then turns right back around and comes back out, which takes up more time. Maybe another game, maybe another year. He takes that shot and misses it, but he was smart enough as a senior to pull it out and run time off.
And he's been in those situations. He's been in enough close games. He's until he got hurt last year, but he played a lot as a sophomore. So he's been in enough games, and it's rewarding for me and our staff when they go make the right play without having to be told. I mean, he made the right decision. I got it out of there, a burn clock. I think we got it reversed a couple more times. But it's, we got a big charge. Ty took a huge charge down there late when I don't remember who it was, whether it's Cole or Edward Mays that went to the rim. And we were pretty good tonight. I mean, I thought we were better defensively than probably offensively, but that was a strong physical game, and you kind of earned when you got on the offensive end. But for our guys to take the things that we've worked on, and we've talked about this a lot, take the things that we've worked on from scouting report from Tuesday on, and recognize formations that they were in and sets that they were in and what they were trying to accomplish, and to kill it was awesome. They didn't score on any underneath out of bounds. They didn't score on any sideline out of bounds, and they didn't score out of their sets. You know, what they scored on was broken plays or motion or whatever.
Yep.
So I'm really proud of our guys.
Let's talk about Austin Garvey. First game of the season, he gets 20 points in that win over Heron. Tonight, gets 20 points. He worked hard. He worked the boards hard. He played under control. That was a fine effort by Austin Garvey.
He did a job of getting the ball where he's most successful.
Yes.
And we've made a conscious effort this week, starting Monday, about the ball's got to go inside. We're 18% as a team from the arc. We were 0 for 9 the first half. I don't know what we ended up for. We've got to establish ourselves inside. And we've got two big guys who can go score. Eli can go score right-handed or left-handed. Garvey is kind of got wiry strength. He's got good strength. He's deceivingly quick first step. And so he can maneuver in there. But we've got to establish ourselves inside the paint early in the game, and I thought we did that tonight.
Carterville gets the win tonight, 42-39. You're 1-0 in conference, Coach. Congratulations.
We'll take it. We'll celebrate it. We'll go back to work tomorrow, and we get a double next week, and we haven't had that for a while. And we get a Friday night and a Saturday night. So
Friday night, Anna Jonesboro. Saturday, we're going to Trico.
Going to Trico. Yeah.
How did we get that scheduled?
Well, it was one of those things where IHSA passed a new rule last spring, that you can play 31 games. Doesn't matter with tournaments, regular season games. So we only had 29. So we were 2 games short. So that's how the Hamco game got picked up, and that's how the Trico game actually was replaced as Carbondale.
Yes.
With the thought that we're going back 2A next year. Really have no reason to play Carbondale, especially on a Saturday afternoon after a conference game on a Friday night. I didn't like that.
And it's always icy for that game,
yes,
too.
Absolutely.
There's always ice at 2 o'clock on that game.
Absolutely. But I didn't see how that game benefited us at all if we're going back 2A. So we picked up actually Chester and Hamilton County, and then we replaced Carbondale with Trico. Games we have a better chance to compete in.
Congratulations. 42-39.
Thank you.
Lions get the win tonight over the DuQuoin Indians. As you heard Coach say, we'll be back at it next Friday night when the first home game for 2018 when Anna Jonesboro comes down conference play at CHS. All right, we talked about it. I think you may have convinced me. We've got to name our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. We're going to do that when we come back. Next on News Radio WJPF.
I did not know that. They're going back to 2A next year.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I wonder if IHSA has changed the classifications for 3A, because 3As are a joke. From 550 to 1,300.
Yeah, yes.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I kind of like the sound of that, though.
Yeah. Wish they do football the same way, drop them back down to 3A.
What do you think about that district? I kind of like it a little bit, but there's pros and cons.
As far as the teams, you're basically going to play a lot of the same teams that are in your conference anyway, or that were in your conference. Except, well, I take that back. Carterville was the only, no, Murfreesboro. So you'd have Murfreesboro.
Final score, 42-39. Carterville knocks off the DuQuoin Indians on the road tonight. Tough win, 42-39. First win of the conference season, 1-0. Carterville 3-4 overall. Got to remember, Carterville only won 3 games last year. We've already equaled that here early on. I like that. Let's name our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game as the Carterville Lions. We have to name our Joe's Lawn Care and snow removal star of the game. I think we ought to give it to Mr. Austin Garvey.
No question. I thought Austin did an outstanding job in both halves of this game. First half, he had 4 offensive rebounds. He had 4 defensive rebounds. He ended up with 9 rebounds total, had some big baskets early, some big rebounds. You know, he kind of sometimes he goes unnoticed, but I think he's a good complement to Downen. Downen's more the flashy guy, more the, you know, the guy that can dribble on the outside, can shoot it from the inside outside. Garby's just a, you know, he's a lunch pail, hard hat type of basketball player. He's going to bring it every night. And Lions and Austin Garby got rewarded for their efforts. And Austin Garby's our star of the game.
He's our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Lindsay and Joe McCann, been in business for over 20 years, specialize in commercial and residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, snow removal. They also do bush hogging, equipment repair, spring and fall cleanups. They do it all. 618-534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Austin Garby, our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. Wrap us up.
Well, it's a big win for Carterville. They were on a 3-game losing streak. They were looking for something positive. They came here playing a team, and I think both DuQuoin and Carterville felt this was a winnable game. First conference game for both teams. It kind of was one of those games that you just knew the way everything was playing out. It was probably going to go down to the wire. Neither team wanted to take control of the game either in the first half or the second half. Carterville made just enough plays late in the game, made enough free throws late in the game to pull out a 3-point win, and now they have a great opportunity in front of them to, I think, have at least a 3-game winning streak, playing at home against AJ next Friday night and then going to Trico. I think the kids should be excited. I think this should be something that they use as momentum going into next week, and I think Coach Hawkins, as you heard him on the post game, he's very happy for these kids because they worked so hard.
We'll be on the air at 7:30 next Friday night at home when Anna Jonesboro comes to town for conference play. 42-39, Lions get the win. For my partner, Scott Hudson, for our producer engineer back at the studio, Brian R. Powell, I'm Dave McKenzie. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk to you next Friday night from Carterville High School for Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. Good night, everybody. See you, bud.